Here are the 7 books that have made me a better influencer. First up, let's start with this. This is Primal Branding by Patrick Hanlon, as he really breaks down the 7 things that make a brand primal, make it unforgettable. I really always got into branding. It was something that was important for me early on, and Patrick breaks down exactly why. Next up is Growing Influence by Stacey Ennis and Ron Price. This was such a great storytelling book. It's not just like a typical guide on how to do stuff. I really liked how the lessons were revealed throughout the story. It made this really memorable and sticky for me. Next up is an oldie but goodie. This is Superfans by Pat Flynn. I actually read this, I would say probably 5 years ago. I honestly think this is why I love my followers so much. There is a culture that you create with and to create super fans, and why I've been able to not just build an audience but also build a community, not once but twice, and that has certainly helped me over the years for sure. Next up is Timothy Keller, Every Good Endeavor. Chris actually read this I think a couple of years ago. He was the one who put me on. It has changed the way I work forever. If you are a believer, and no matter what industry you're in, this is going to help you. But it absolutely changed the way I look at influence and creating as my work as a believer. The best book I've read in 2025, hands down. Then there is So Good They Can't Ignore You by Cal Newport. I am such a believer of good works, and he really breaks down exactly what makes you so good that they can't ignore you. And these are things that really will be with you forever, no matter what your niche is. One of my favorites, this was my favorite read of 2024, Unreasonable Hospitality by Will Guidara. This was also another storytelling book. This is about Will's trajectory in his career, about how he became a co-owner of 11 Madison Park, but the way he breaks down how to serve who it is you serve has changed the way I show up for my people forever. I just love it. I tell everybody to read this book. Last but not least is the incredible Kendra Hall with Choose Your Story, Change Your Life. This doesn't just talk about storytelling as a creator. This talks about the stories you tell yourself. If you choose to tell yourself stories that make you the victor instead of the victim, that you will change the trajectory of your life, both personally and professionally. Kendra is a master storyteller. I'm also a huge fan of her first book, Stories That Stick, and this was a game changer for me as well. Honorable mention, because I work with Chris, my husband. If you work with your husband or you have a business partner, I'm going to recommend Rocket Fuel, which is by Wino. That's definitely not his name, which is by Gino Wickman, who also is the author of Traction, and Mark C. Winters. This basically talks about if you have a